everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 for the Xbox 360. And of course, we're just getting some texts and phone call from Vince McMahon. Anyway, sorry if I'm doing this very late, because today's been a busy day for me. Because I already got Smackdown all sorted. And of course, 2 more shows left, and that's it. We will be done with WWE 2K25. Speaking of WWE 2K26, because that is probably going to be a topic we're going to talk about. In fact, I want to talk about the Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 topic. Now, of course, earlier today, I did do some unlocking farming with Universe mode. Well, in fact, I've been doing this over a couple of days. And of course, it all started. And of course, I've been getting arenas. And of course, some stuff that you can get for doing in Universe mode. Because there is Universe mode unlockables in this game. Same also applies with the other games. Which is, of course, WWE 12, WWE 13, 14. I believe 2K15 and 16. I don't think 2K16 has that. But of course, we all know this game has that. So of course, we get the win in the first match, which means I gotta do the challenge match. But before that, I'm gonna go sort out the sliders. Alright, so I did put the counter on thing on, and a lot of things I did put on. Now, of course, I did. So where was I? Okay, I did do farming earlier today, which hence why I didn't get this up this morning. Then of course, I had Smackdown and the National Banana Bread Day special to do. Of course, the National Banana Bread Day special that's up on the Super Roman Reigns Nick channel right now. And of course, not only that, but now, me and Ashley do have new looks for St. Patrick's Day 2026. And of course, that is also coming up alongside a lot of national something days. And of course, me and Dad was organizing my room today. That's right. And of course, there's more coming up. So of course, if you thought that was the end, I don't think so yet. Because it all depends on what Dad wants to see happen. Mold it's the way he wants it. Hence why the plushes do look similar now. I'm not going to show it on. Well, this could be tricky because I haven't really got around to the Seabros video today, and it's probably going to be a task because I'm going to need to get the key figure on this video, on that video known as Sporticus. Because of course he is going to be on the video alongside. Well, obviously Reigns and Punk will be in action figure form. Crash, Sporticus, Yoga, and Po from Kung Fu Panda are all going to be the key figures of the video. And of course, we did get some new white ropes, and we tried to get it onto the ring that had very loose ropes. And we had troubles, but we got it figured out now. And some organizing was done. And of course, do keep in mind, I do have a dentist appointment coming up this Thursday. So, and I believe we have Christian that day. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Christian. We'll see how much time we have. Anyways, let's talk about WWE 2K26. Because they just revealed that Nintendo Switch, that I believe the PS5 will be showing with the PS5. The PS5 communication cross-gen is pretty much is about to show with Nintendo Switch 2 and obviously Xbox One. And about everyone is upset because now this could be the end of What's the Status. And it's downright depressing considering What's the Status is probably one of the best creators in the game. And the fact we might not see him in WWE 2K26 due to the cross-gen platform limitations, this could be it. And because I believe someone tweeted this out on X. Yes, that's right. That they are together and PC will be at its own. Which means that the days of What Status is over. Which means I don't think we're going to be able to do the What's the thing? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, we can't get the in-game model to represent what the character looks like on WWE television right now. And I know it's downright sad, considering that when people get the game right away and they don't have, and they have their problems when it comes to the models, whether it's on the model itself or the attire, then that could be a problem. And causing people saying, I need someone to make this model better than what we got from 2K. And it looks like we might not be getting that this year. Yeah. The next thing we want to talk about is, because they just revealed the rosters. That's right, they revealed the rosters. And the roster, and of course, we got a lot of big names. And of course, they did announce the ringside pass. And it is, obviously it is AAA talents. And of course, apparently, I'm pretty sure there's two El Grande Mariconas in the game. And of course, I think many people are talking about AAA talents, and of course they are going to be locked behind the ringside pass. That's right. And of course, many people are angry over the fact that they will not be on the game right away. And of course, many people asking for, and of course, Austin Theory's model just got a new model with the new look that he's been supporting since his return in December, which many people are asking. Well, that was shocking. Alright, so now we need to find Vladimir Korsville for a backstage brawl. And also those reports about Raw tonight, that I believe there was a report from bodyslam.net. And of course, a big thing about this year's roster, Tommaso Ciampa is apparently going to be on the roster, which, that's pretty cool. Although, and Tito Santana, that's pretty much not surprising considering he was in last year's DLC. And of course, as for Tommaso Ciampa, we don't know if he's ever coming back to WWE, but because it's crazy Johnny Gargano in a big spotlight now that Ciampa is not there anymore. And in fact, my booking of Johnny Gargano in Universe Mode is in fact better than WWE's, because to be honest, WWE's booking of Johnny Gargano since Ciampa left has been very bizarre. Because people are asking, with this whole Johnny Gargano face planting himself through certain objects, like he was face planting on a table during the Super Bowl, a treadmill, and on top of a crate this past Friday, where's this Gargano thing leading to? Because I'm actually going to be delusional saying I wish it was leading to a main event push, considering the main event scene needs new blood. And also, we're going to talk about the main event scene, considering there's now people tossing an idea for a 6-man match at WrestleMania, whether it's a 6-pack challenge or an Armageddon Hell in a Cell. And to that, I know people are kind of fed up of Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre because they've been feuding since August, and people are just wanting something new. And this match is just not the answer. Of course, Jacob Fatu is the wildcard to this. So, therefore, could it be, and of course, Orton, Sammy, could be the common denominators. And I see people saying Trick Williams, but I do think Trick Williams. Now, granted, I wouldn't be against an idea of Ilya Dragunov, Camilla Hayes, but I kind of want the Battle of Trick Mello Gang for the U.S. title. I mean, I would be happy for either which, but I would rather get new blood in the U.S. title scene, which would cause Aleister Black to be put in the WWE title scene, considering he beat Orton I think it was last Friday on Smackdown, despite him losing his qualification match for the Chamber. Also, another thing we pinpointed during some reveals we got today with WWE 2K26 is that Survivor Series 1996 and the 2015 Monday Night Raw Arena are going to be in the game. And people are asking, what could be the match? And of course, there was another post when someone was teasing the Kurt Angle singlet from WrestleMania 35. As people are asking, what could be the what if matches for CM Punk? Because we're still waiting for the reveals. Of course, we already got the matches on Showcase Mode revealed in John Cena and CM Punk from Raw in 2013. Then versus Rey Mysterio at Armageddon in 2008, versus Drew McIntyre at Bad Blood, versus The Rock at Elimination Chamber, versus JBL at SummerSlam, versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, versus The Undertaker, versus Randy Orton, and versus Seth Rollins. And then the WrestleMania 41 Triple Threat. And now people are waiting to see what does this mean. And of course, no details on the other DLCs yet about who's going to be the DLCs. And of course, they also announced with the ringside pass that you get to skip tiers only if you get the Prima version, which I believe that is in the season pass. In the season pass. I mean, it's going to be... Oh man, I'm kind of curious to see how this will play out. But people are curious about how is it going to be played out. Also, let's talk about the what do we want to talk about? I mean, there was something I was also wanting to... Oh, yeah. The future of the channel after this Wednesday. Because I don't think I'm going to have enough time for the Sea Bros video. I'll probably get back to it on Saturday. Because, right... I mean, we don't have anything planned for Friday game night this week. And now, we are on week 4. And I don't think we have a challenge match yet. No. We don't have a challenge match yet. Until the Royal Rumble. And of course, we do have 3 unlockables here. Yeah, of course, you get The Rock, Jake Roberts, Jimmy Snuka, and then Mask Kane. Which is pretty much the same one we got in WWE 12, I believe. And also, I don't know if this slingshot tech is going to be in the showcase mode. Although that's not really going to matter, because I'm just going to be doing the Gauntlet match to try. And apparently we got a tag team match. Ooh, that's cool. So, I believe that's all I have for WWE 2K25. But yeah, let's get back. Let's get back into what is going to be the plan right after we're done with WWE 2K25 on Wednesday. As what's going to happen, because obviously we're going to have the Seabros video on Saturday before the Elimination Chamber, and also what about, and of course I'm thinking I might put the Nick Play series on hold until WWE 2K26 arrives. I mean, I thought about a possibility of doing the Lego Batman, because and then once I'm done with 2K26, I might do the Lego Batman. I might do the Lego Batman. I might do the Lego Batman games, and of course we are anticipating the Lego Batman game coming out. That is coming out in May. That's 2 months after WWE 2K20. That is 2 months once 2K25 is released. But yeah, this series will probably be put on hold when 2K20 once this series is done, and that we are waiting for WWE 2K26 to be playable. And because my daddy's probably going to sort that out this Friday. And because and I believe they got showcase mode things they're going to show off this week. And apparently, another thing. And of course, I believe there's another thing, and that is, I believe Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne are on the base game, which I do think. Let me check. I'm on the Smackdown Hotel right now. Yes, they are. And of course, you guys know they have a tag team title match against the Lucha Bros at WrestleMania. And of course, WrestleMania is looking stacked right now. And of course, wondering what will happen coming out of the show going into the summer months. Because it's going to be interesting to see where we go heading into the summer months. And of course, obviously, from my stance of things, it looks like I'm planning to have a Raw after WrestleMania draft, like we had 3 years ago. When of course, that is probably what we will be looking at doing right now. For a Raw after WrestleMania draft. So that's why I'm putting Nick Plays on hold. And we might put some plush thing videos on hold for a little bit until we get those things sorted. And of course, I did get some trophies. As there you can see, we got the trophy. And of course, I did unlock some before I came on here. I'm going to put this trophy there. And of course, I did make this card this morning. Hence why I didn't get around to getting this out. And because it's a good thing we got the fired up finishers. Because I got to get ready for that disaster. Known as that Paul Bear fight. Because you all know the meme with why I hate that fight so much. And because we destroyed Ziggler with ease. And we get the Power Punch trophy. That's cool. I bet we're not going to get a challenge match till week 9 with the Big Show. Now I think I'm going to go upgrade some attributes before we get to the Money in the Bank ladder match for a WrestleMania match against The Undertaker. I believe that's a triple threat ladder match for a WrestleMania shot against The Undertaker. So, let's just upgrade this. Sure, why not? I think I'm going to do... Save. Because we're being interviewed by Todd. And because a lot of big things I'm hearing about WWE 2K26. And because it kind of sucks, I will be taking a little time off to go sort the game, which that would mean alright, we're at the Royal Rumble. So, of course, while the chaos is going on in this triple threat match, alright, we're back. So I guess we may as well talk about what's going on the next episode of Monday Night Raw and the next episode of Smackdown. The final shows before WrestleMania. As on Raw, we have the AJ Lee 75 Cup face-to-face. Days before the Women's Championship Showdown at WrestleMania. Then, of course, AJ Styles, who will issue an open challenge, will take on the number 1 contender for the Cruiserweight Champion in Charlie Dempsey. Then, Via Hell will take on Lyra Valkyria. Yeah. And then, of course, CM Punk will be in the building to call out Brock Lesnar. Days before the match. CM Punk will be in the building to address Brock Lesnar a day before the WrestleMania match. And then in the main event, champions will take on their challengers at WrestleMania. Of course, Sheamus, who is the Intercontinental Champion, will team up with the World Heavyweight Champion, Aleister Black, to team up to take on the challengers in Rusev and Braun Breaker. And then as for SmackDown, we got a jam-packed SmackDown. I mean, that feels like Super SmackDown Live. Number 2. Better than what we got in December. Anyways, of course, Damian Priest takes on Solo Sikoa. We get a tag team rematch from the previous episode, where it'll be Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes teaming up to take on Ethan Page, Austin Theory, of Legacy in a tag team match. Then, of course, Pete Dunne will take on Pete Dunne will take on Penta. Bianca Belair will take on Alexa Bliss in a Crown Jewel rematch. In a rematch from Crown Jewel. And then, of course, the main event, and then the final match of WWE 2K25 will be John Cena versus Randy Orton. for the final time ever. Not only for the final time ever, but in John Cena's last Smackdown match before his WrestleMania match with Gunther. And because that's going to be the final show for Universe Mode. And you can tell they're looking jam-packed. And so far, Universe Mode is looking jam-packed heading into WrestleMania. And of course, who will go out with a bang in their final outing in 2K25? We'll have to wait till tomorrow and Wednesday for WWE for Raw and SmackDown. Oh, what was that? I don't know. Alright, so now we can move on. I was wondering what's happening now. Why is Stephanie McMahon waiting? Oh, what's this? So of course we're not having a challenge match till week 9. So of course DLCs we're looking at right now. Well, in fact, new additions we are talking about. Because obviously people are asking after the reveal of we are getting AAA talents in WWE 2K26. Are we going to be seeing AAA talents in Universe Mode? And the answer is yes. Because there's a lot of new talents that will be in the game. As we're cooking big time. Of course, you got... Now, of course, like I said, there will be some wrestlers who is already in Universe Mode getting their models upgraded. Like example, AJ Lee, Ray Phoenix, Ricky Saints, Rusev. And I believe that's all the people that's getting a new model. Then, and then of course someone who's not made a Universe Mode appearance yet, Blake Marone, Vikingo. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I mean, I'll probably get used to the AAA talents' pronouncement. Flamer, Hank Walker, Izzy Dame, Jasmine, and next, I don't know how you pronounce it. JC Mateo, Joe Henry, Kamen, Miles Bourne, Tola Tonga, Tank Ledger, Trev Heights, Yoshika. I don't know. Well, I mean, again, I'm going to have to pronounce those names. And sorry, that is a lot of big names coming to Universe Mode. And of course, when will they debut? Because I don't think they're going to debut. Well, I don't think someone will debut at WrestleMania. They could be apparent. They could be eligible for the draft. And of course, we don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Of course, a lot of things we are cooking in WWE 2K26. And of course, we are doing a Royal Rumble. And of course, this is a 15-man Battle Royal match. So of course, I don't know which one's going to be grinding. Ringside Pass or the My Rise Unlockables. Which, of course, I don't know if you can cheese it out with the submissioners. With the submission sliders. Like I'm going to do with Showcase Mode. Which of course, many people are waiting for the gameplay of that aforementioned Gauntlet match. Where if you can do the match, you get everything you get. That is unlockable behind Showcase Mode. And I believe more pass. Which I believe that I'll probably do the Showcase Mode first. Then we'll talk. Then I will take a look at the Ringside Pass to see. Is it as bad as people making out to be? And of course, wondering, will there be some Attires parts being locked in? As I'm wondering who will have the Attires pack locked in. Because I expect, because obviously, based on the footage I've seen on YouTube before I came on here, it seems though Stone Cold Vest is one of those things that's locked at the moment in Ringside Pass. which maybe could be a big deal breaker. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Right. And of course, it seems though the WrestleMania 41 arena is pretty much the same thing we got in 2K25. Which of course, that is and of course, do keep in mind the match card is custom. And of course, I don't know what versions of WrestleMania 40 of WrestleMania. Well, of course, we're definitely going to be using WrestleMania 41. And of course, does anyone remember the time when Universe Mode was going to have WrestleMania 35 being the WrestleMania theme? Unfortunately, WrestleMania 35 didn't make it to 2K22, causing me to change it to WrestleMania 37. And because I don't think I'm going to do that this year. Now, of course, I don't know about the SummerSlam Arena yet. Yeah, and of course, I think we're still going to roll with the 2025 version, which I'm pretty sure they have the same arena, the same style arena they had for the 2-night show. Either way, I'm interested to see how will all of them work upon execution when the game is finally playable next Friday. And of course, I don't think we got a gameplay of the Gauntlet match. Because I think people are asking, where's the gameplay of the Gauntlet match? To see how will that work? Well, obviously the premise is there. But, of course, objectives. Because they could be the common denominator in all of this. Either way, I mean, I'm pretty sure we will be excited. And also, I don't think they've revealed the trophy list yet about what will you get when you do your aforementioned stuff. Whether it is on showcase mode, which, I mean, I could always just do them on my spare time. And I don't think CM Punk matches has ladder matches this year. Because we all know how much we all hated that ladder match minigame in last year's game. And of course, the Punk attire is going to be interesting to see which attire will we be using at WrestleMania. And of course, obviously, the current Punk, the one with that, I think he has the Lowry Pod tattoo. That is the Punk we are going to be using, the one that has the Night of Champions attire. Despite him not wearing the attire with the aforementioned tattoo on his chest. And I believe this is as close as you can get to a current day CM Punk. And it seems though there is a difference between Buzzcut CM Punk, obviously from his match against The Rock and John Cena in 2013. Because I believe that is the age. Same thing with the Wolverine Chops style CM Punk from his final months before he walked out in 2014. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things will look after once the game is playable next week. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week. They also announced that the island mode will be in the game this year. As if it isn't any surprising. But yeah, we're cooking good with 2K26. But I mean, we'll end up and apparently there's something going on. Oh, wrong one. Let's head to the locker room. Oh, we gotta grab the urn. Which that's what we gotta do. And because we do have that Mickey DVD on. And because that's probably going to go on once. It's probably going to go on once until this series is finished. Because I don't have that Lace Town football crazy and always away. As of right now. You want to go? Okay. If you kick out of this, I have something in my sleeve. And we win. That's cool. So obviously, we're waiting for week 9 to arrive. We are on week 8, so you know what we got to do now. Let's collect some souls while we can. Alright guys, now let's continue finding some souls. And of course, really looking forward to 2K26. I mean, it's actually going to be debatable about how will things be going. That's the only time to tell. Yeah. Alright, so I believe that's it for looking. I guess we'll see what Stephanie McMahon wants from us. So did we win? I think we are getting the game over. Um, hmm. All right, here we go. 5-star match. Which it's kind of funny that they did this match in the. I cannot imagine how hard it would be if they did it in a newer WWE game. Hmm. Uh-oh. Sweet chin music connects. Here we go for the pin. And we win. Alright, so apparently we gotta answer the phone. So where's that soul? Because we're looking for the soul. Alright, so we're pretty much now looking for the Big Show. As where could he be? Oh, there he is. Before we get, I just want to talk with him. Right, so now I believe I've already spoken to the Big Show. Alright, so do not let Jake the Snake Roberts do a lot of damage. Uh-oh, he's doing too much damage. This cannot happen. What, you can't do taunting in the game? And we win. Now it's time for the tables match on Superstars. Alright, so we got a tables match. See. Okay. Oh god, this is gonna be hard. Where's his win? Because remember, if anyone goes through the table, if the table breaks, then that should result in the match coming to an end. Now what do I do? Because I gotta put him through a table. Well, if he reverses this one, I'm just gonna skip to the next show. Oh god. He's running at me. Sorry for my voice being terrible. I mean, that's what happens when there's been too much OMG moments here in Universe Mode. Okay, this is not going well. I think the problem is he does it. Oh god. Don't tell me he's gonna do it. Where's his win? He won. He reversed twice. Right, I'll be right back. Because this is going to drag this episode out way too long. Alright. And we get Jake Roberts. Says, that's cool. So I believe next is Jimmy Snuka. Alright, so let's see how many challenge matches we got left. As we got week 12 and WrestleMania. Alright, so we gotta win in 3 minutes. So I believe we did this. And we got Jimmy Snuka. As that's cool. Alright, so now we are on week 11, obviously, so... Now... Alright, we got Mass Kane. I believe this was the way it was supposed to go. I believe this was the way it's supposed to go. And it did. And we get Masked Kane. So before... And we win. Alright, time for the pallbearer fight. And you can trust Rage is coming. Alright, so I've upgraded my character. Now, let's get on to the fight that really want to make me burn my eyes out. Alright, so we have 90 seconds to make this work. Now we got 3 finishers ready. So that's 1, 2, that was simple. 44 seconds to spare. I got no problem with that. It was kind of annoying, but mercifully, a little bit. All you need to do is just focus on damaging his head, and then having a signature and finisher, and having a fired up ability to do all those things I just showed you. And look who we get now, the final boss, The Rock. And of course, I will also be showing you what did I grind. And now, of course, obviously, I did do the championship grinding to get the titles that's in the game. And it is a last man standing match. That's nice. And also, there's 2L grinding Americanas in WWE 2K26. Which, I'm just leaving that there in case anyone cares. I'm pretty sure Ludwig Kaiser is still in the game. I'm gonna hit 3 finishers on him. Sure, why not? 1. You are so done for. Grab a sledgehammer. And we did it. And the rock has been unlocked. And of course, I believe I do have the thumbnail for this episode. And of course, sorry for not being more focused on sorting out LEGO Horizon Adventures details of the episodes, as I'll try and get back to that in the pretty soon. So where is it? I do have the thumbnail. Okay, so of course, the next episode will be John Cena. And yes, I did make him in Rey Mysterio's attires on Superstar Threads. Let me check if there's... Yep, there is disqualification. Which could make this whole thing very complexable. What was that? A super kick there by Nick Taylor. What is Nick Taylor thinking about doing? Oh, The Undertaker. Back to his feet. Uh-oh. Nick Taylor. What could be on his mindset? Could he be breaking the streak? Oh no. The Undertaker. Reverses. Uh-oh. Code breaker there by Nick Taylor. As Nick Taylor looking to put it away. He kicks out. Uh-oh, he's going to try again. Code breaker connects by Nick Taylor. Will this be enough to put away the Undertaker and end his streak? 1, 2, and no, he didn't. The Undertaker survives. Well, that was a terrible timing there. I mean, Nick Taylor, you do know that you are in no man's land when you are in the ring with the Undertaker. And yes, I do have long hair now on my Superstar to replicate what I look like on Rap Offline now. Because of course, I did do the PS2 series last summer. Super kick there. Uh-oh. Heading back to the ring. Uh-oh. The Undertaker. He never saw it coming. Could this be enough to put the dead man away? How is he kicking out of everything Nick Taylor's been putting through in this match so far? Reversal there. Uh-oh. The Undertaker back to his feet. The Undertaker with a reversal there. Seems the Undertaker looking to get the best of Nick Taylor. And we win. And we got the streak breaker. Nice. Now, of course, I'm going to show you some trophy guys we got so far. I mean, I'm going to run it down and after we're done with the series. And we got Paul Baird. Nice. Alright, so let's take a look at trophies we've gotten so far. Because I did do some farming last year. So we have the magic number. Pinning's not the only way. Worth having to reclimb. Check for splinters. Button mash expert. For room, the bell tolls. Well scouted. Talk about resilient. Thank you, Sean. THQ storytellers. That shorten your career. Backstage fist cuffs. Power of the punch. And streak breaker. Now, of course, I do have a feeling that Stone Cold, Terry Funk, Ricky Steamboat, Rob Van Dam, Druid, and Vince McMahon. And of course, I did unlock people like Goldust, Ezekiel Jackson, Finley, Zack Ryder, Yoshi Totsu, William Regal, Vladimir Korsval, Mike Knox, and Shelton Benjamin. And for the Divas, I unlocked Gail Kim, the Bella Twins, and Mickey James. And yes, I did sign Knox, Benjamin, and Mickey James to the Smackdown brand, because that was what they were before they got, because I believe they made it to the cut before I believe it was after they got released. And as for arenas, I did do arena farming as we got Hell in a Cell, Judgment Day, The Bash, Night of Champions, Breaking Points, Tribute to the Troops, TLC, ECW, Extreme Rules, Survivor Series, Dragon Rights, and Backlash. So of course, that is going to wrap it up. So of course, I just want to show you what I found over the last few days, including this morning. Thanks for watching this episode of Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 Road to WrestleMania, and we'll see you all tomorrow when we do John Cena's Road to WrestleMania. Until then, I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.